How old were fighters when they started training MMA? I asked fighters that question in the latest edition of MMA Pros React.
Actually, like MMA training, I was a sophomore in college.
I was 17 years old. Yeah, quite late. I was into like football, well, soccer for you, we call it. But yeah, I was into like football up to like 14, 15. But in the UK, it's like freezing cold, right? So I was like, I can't just go outside and play football. So then I like got into it at like 17 years old. There'd be like a local gym in my area, and I went to it.
I was little baby because at that time when I started, my dad and my mom lived at the gym. So I don't know.
Well, I started wrestling when I was like 11. So I consider wrestling to be a martial art, even though that's not what it was perceived to be back then. But wrestling when I was 11 and then started MMA when I was 20.
So I started training, well, it wasn't necessarily martial arts, but I started wrestling when I was about 13, 14 years old or so, my first year of high school. And then my senior year of high school when I started actually training for jiu-jitsu, transitioning to mixed martial arts. I kind of watched The Ultimate Fighter and I was like, man, this thing looks pretty cool. And then I was pretty fortunate to be able to go train with Miguel Torres during one summer. And I was just like, all right, dude, this is it. I love this sport. And that kind of got me started with this whole journey.
First time it was 7 years old. I was doing taekwondo.
So maybe 12, 13, I started doing like taekwondo and judo. And then from there I got to high school and I changed to wrestling and wrestling jiu-jitsu and then jiu-jitsu to striking. So but yeah, pretty young. So that's when the bounce came. If you see my last fight, like I'm like bouncing hands down. Like it's actually my natural fighting style, right? Because I'm just used to that from a young age.
I was 5 when I started judo. Yep.
Maybe 10. Started pretty early.
Oh, martial arts. I mean, I wrestled, so it was after college. I think I was like 24.
When I started, I trained martial arts on and off when I was like 19, but really like trained it at a high level and consistently 26.
Me and my brother did like karate. I want to say like when we were around 10, 11 years old, and then we like stopped after a while, and then I went into wrestling when I turned 14.
I really started when I was really young. I did taekwondo for a couple of years at Chris Gates Taekwondo back home in Long Island, and I did probably about 5 years of taekwondo when I must have been like 5 years old, and then I wrestled. I started wrestling in 8th grade and wrestled all throughout high school.
Let's see. I think I was 14 when I started training Kempo. My first sparring, I was so excited. I was like, yeah, I'm a Power Ranger now. Woohoo!
Ooh, I must have been like a 20 or 21, going into my 21st birthday almost. So, I mean, definitely a late bloomer. I always wanted to do it. Just knowing that probably it's one of those sports that my parents probably wouldn't approve of, like football since I was so small. But, you know, my senior year, I'm like, heck with it. I'm going out there. But when it came down to fighting, I was around 20, 21. I was like, I'm my own man. I can do whatever the hell I want to right now. So I'm gonna go try do this thing secretively all the way up until when I did my first kickboxing match. And I told them, hey, you guys want to come watch me do a competition at a local gym, high school? And it was like, yeah, not knowing what they were about to watch me get into a kickboxing match. And I guess I was kind of good and kind of took off from there. And here I am today.